All right, guys, welcome in this morning. It's an exciting morning right here in the Non Blonde Cafe. I know her, you know her, Linda Thompson. She has a brand new book out, and it is on loving Elvis Presley, Bruce Jenner, and the songs in between. I'm excited to have you on the program. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning. You know, it's the full title is A Little Thing Called Life.
I know. You have had quite a life so far, haven't you?
It's been extraordinary, Stephanie. You know, and I just found out yesterday that the book made the New York Times bestseller list in just 1 week. So I'm so gratified by how people have embraced it. They've received this book with the same spirit in which it was written, which is one of a conciliatory nature, you know, connecting people. I think, you know, we have so many more commonalities than we have differences, even though my life experiences have been so incredibly rarefied and crazy and wild. You know, I think there's something that everyone relates to just in the human condition, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you came from a little suburb of Memphis, Tennessee. Tell us how your journey began. You know, how did you come to meet Elvis Presley?
Well, I started participating in pageants. I was kind of recruited as I was homecoming queen in high school, and I guess that some of the pageants recruit girls from homecoming queen, schools. So they had me join all these pageants. I started winning pageants, not because I thought I was cute, but because my family was poor. It afforded me scholarships, cars, luggage, you know, money, and opportunities to travel and meet people. And I was Miss Tennessee Universe when I was invited to go to the Memphian Theater. Elvis rented out the theater at midnight because TV went off at midnight back then.
Right.
When he and I first met, it's as if we were kindred spirits, and we both recognized it right away. You know, we had everything in common. We grew up the same way in poor Southern families, had the same religious fervor. We had the same love of family and cuisine, and the same sort of ethical values and moral values. Just, you know, we really were kindred spirits from the very beginning.
Yeah.
You know, my life changed forever in my relationship with him. We lived together for 4.5 years at Graceland. I went on every single tour with him when he was touring the country. Went to Vegas with him every single time, twice a year. So it was, you know, in that 4.5 years, it was more like a 20-year marriage because we were together so much and so intimately.
Right. Well, I talked to his half-brother a couple of weeks ago, and he explained a little bit about how it was living at Graceland. Tell us just a little bit about that you know, ambiance.
Yeah, you know, in all of his complexity, and he was such a paradoxical man, there was a deep simplicity in Elvis and his true fiber. You know, he was a law-abiding, God-loving, mama-loving. You know, he was a mama's boy in the best sense of the word.
Right.
And there was deep within him, he was a very simple man with pretty simple needs. And, you know, he was thrust out of abject poverty at 18 and obscurity he was catapulted into this stratosphere, you know, never to land back on Earth. And, you know, I think that sometimes when people find those challenges in life, you know, and there was nowhere to turn in the way of a rehab facility then.
Right.
You know, he got in trouble with prescription medication. But I like to say that the fact that we're all human and fallible doesn't take anything away from the potential for greatness or the accomplishments that and the contributions that Elvis made to the world.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, after you moved from that part of your life, I remember you for so many years, and I loved you on Hee Haw, and I actually got a chuckle about when I was reminded that you were on Hee Haw.
Yeah, that was a great job, Stephanie. Thank you for remembering that.
Yes.
I was the new girl. The show was on the air for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was the new girl who was only on for 15. But, you know, I got to take my kids back to Nashville. I had 2 little boys that loved Opryland. They loved the country music. We caught fireflies, you know, and they got to experience all things Southern, which is such a beautiful, poetic part of the country. You know, I don't think a lot of people recognize that. You're certainly in a beautiful part of the world and the country. So, and there's a beautiful pathos and sensitivity, you know, to life and an earthiness there that I'm really happy my sons got to experience.
Well, that's wonderful. And I know that you had a beautiful relationship with Bruce Jenner, now Caitlin, and I know we don't have a lot of time to get into that, but do you still communicate with her?
Absolutely. You know, my door is always open. It's odd to hear she is the father of my children, but
Right.
she is. And I'd like to say, too, to help everyone, you know, I know it's difficult to understand. It's difficult for all of us to understand, but you don't have to understand something to accept it and just to be kind about it. You know, we're all part of the human family, and there's a great deal of variation within that human condition. And I think our responsibility in life is just to help each other on our journey along the way, and not to judge, and just to make it easier for other people. So, yeah, my door is always open, and you know, we share cordiality, and we share a grandchild together. I have a little granddaughter who's a year old. So, yeah, you know, you just got to keep moving forward and just try to be kind in your life to everybody else.
I love it. I wish you the best of luck. Linda Thompson, she's been nominated for an Academy Award, a Grammy Award, and won an Emmy Award for writing some of the most recognized songs of our generation. Hey, A Little Thing Called Life by Linda Thompson. Good luck on your book, and congratulations for it springing up there already.
Thank you. I know. New York Times best-selling author.
I love it. Congratulations. And hey, good luck. Call us anytime, Linda. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. It's a pleasure.